Worldwide Jess, Worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so I know I teased Ye, but we got two important stories to get to before we get to Ye. NBA YoungBoy arrested in Utah. Now, listen closely to this. He was part of a scheme to fraudulently get promethazine with codeine. He tried to get the prescribed cough medicines from multiple pharmacies in Utah. He called the pharmacy for a prescription supposedly for a 70-year-old woman in September that he just made up. He just made up this woman. First of all, you're not even allowed to be around nobody. And a 74-year-old woman. They said that he claimed to be a physician and used an actual valid DEA number and an MPI number and other identification for the real physician. He's very smart.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He got caught because the pharmacist noticed that the phone number didn't match the number of the doctor's clinic, so they called the doctor directly. The doctor said he did not write a prescription for a woman by that name, so the county approved a search warrant, and that's when the FBI and the Secret Service and the latent SWAT team searched his home. The alleged offenses are possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person, pattern of unlawful activity, identity fraud, forgery, attempting to procure drug prescription.
You nailed that word.
Procuring.
You nailed it.
All right now. And possession of controlled substance. He was booked in the Cache County Jail and denied bail.
You know, the law is the law, but that young man clearly has a drug problem. And I don't understand how come they didn't have this man getting help while he was on house arrest. And now he's going to get sent to a correctional facility for a very, very, very long time. And in that correctional facility, there's not going to be no real correcting going on. He clearly got a drug problem.
Yeah, it seems like he needs the drug, and he'll do anything to get the drug. But like you said, the problem is not necessarily the drug, which is a problem because he's almost like an addict. But the problem is
he is an addict.
Yeah.
If he's doing all of that,
the
guns, yes, that's you're gonna have to deal with that. But I'm just talking about the bigger issue to me is the fact he's clearly an addict.
And he is now a physician. Like what? Smart. He is so smart. I'm like, and you go to that point to get drugs. Yes, you are an addict.
Yeah, and if you're going to do identity fraud, you might as well do it big.
Premeditated.
He's a young boy, so he pretended to be an old lady.
Yeah, a 74 in September.
But I'm not going to say this is good, but he wanted to get the drugs from the pharmacy probably because he at least knows what's in the drugs instead of buying, because he could have bought it from the street.
It's still
but
addiction,
you don't know what you're buying when you're on the street.
Plenty of people addicted to prescription drugs. He's still an addict.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff do get you high. So he made bail. He didn't make bail, but you know who did? GloRilla. She was arrested on DUI charges in Georgia. So officers pulled over Glo at 4 a.m. after she made a U-turn at a red light. The officers approached her car and they allegedly smelled marijuana and alcohol. Yeah,
no, Glo.
Yeah, I just ready to say, yeah, Glo. She's in there bumping the album, right? Which she admitted to drinking prior to driving, but would not say how much that she was drinking. And she insisted that she was able to drive. GloRilla underwent a full field sobriety test and did not pass. She allegedly refused to submit a breathalyzer test. The officers claimed that her titty popped out by accident.
Why,
and she didn't know. I mean, I guess they saw, they knew and bounced, and she probably just was doing her little dance.
But I'm just trying to figure out, why did the police make that part of the story? Her boob popped out. Why?
Because they said that she didn't know. So they was like, it's out there.
Oh, you so drunk your boob is out.
Yeah,
you
and then
your
she
boob
tucked it.
Oh, okay,
she tucked it. She ain't noticed, so they was letting her know like it's hanging. And she was taken into custody and released on bond shortly after. She was also charged with consumption of alcohol or possession of an open alcohol beverage container. So she had the liquor with her. But she said she had drunk it before she started driving.
Why the hell GloRilla don't got a car service? Like CMG don't have a family Uber account?
I know they do.
What's going on?
I know she got drivers, but sometimes she probably wanted to go somewhere. It was 4 a.m. She probably just wanted to go somewhere and probably was coming back
from a
at her
friend's house at 4 a.m. and she was going back home.
And just was going back home.
Well, her friend should have said, no, Glo, you've been drinking. You need to sit down and relax.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to take your little hot ass out here in these streets. Where you going at 4 in the morning drunk driving?
And I want them to stop catering to the internet. So when she got home, she posted like responses to all the comments, I guess, with a bottle of Teleport on her head.
I don't think they realize the judge sees things like that.
Yes,
you still have
like
to go in front of the
Glo.
court. And when you
Yes.
go in front of the court, they're going to pull that picture up and say, this is what she posted the night of. And the judge is going to think about things like that. And what if the judge has had somebody in their family who's been injured or hurt or even killed in
Listen.
a drunk driving accident? You don't know how you be triggering these people. Y'all better start taking this stuff serious.
So when I say F the internet,
Word.
just go home and sober up and get some rest.
Right.
All right. Ye allegedly punched the stranger who grabbed Bianca Sensory, his wife. So the police are investigating after he punched the man late Tuesday night. He is now named as a suspect in a battery report, and the cops are looking into claims against him. So a rep for him told TMZ the attacker put his hands under his wife's dress.
Come on now.
Directly on her body, grabbed her, spun her around, twisted her, dipped her, brought her back up, and then blew her a kiss.
What?
You let her do all that, then you punched him? That's what
That
I
ain't
said.
happened. That was a Nintendo code you just said.
No.
What happened? Let's start.
And she was battered and sexually assaulted. And Ye and Bianca left after the altercation. After he punched the man, they left, and the victim didn't need treatment or anything, but that's what happened. It sounded like he wanted to dance with her.
First of all, Kanye West did nothing wrong if all that happened.
Yeah, if all that.
By the way, even if all that didn't happen, if he just touched his wife under the dress, that
Under
is
the dress and
absolutely
grabbed her.
grounds to punch
It was
somebody in the
over
face.
dress. Even if he
even if it's over the dress. Yeah,
he deserved that whooping.
Still.
Yeah, Kanye did nothing wrong in that
Nothing at
situation.
all.
Absolutely. So that is the news for the 7 o'clock hour, and I just killed it.
Damn.
Thank you, Jess with the mess.
By the way, it's not too often you're going to hear Kanye West did nothing wrong in a sentence. Okay?
But
Yeah.
but also is his word versus the other guy's word. So I mean, you
Yeah.
don't know actually.
No, it's his
honestly
word
what
and his
happened.
wife's word versus the other guy's word. And if his wife say all that happened and Kanye defended her, then I think we should believe the wife.
But what if the guy's like, I wanted to save her because he has her walking around half naked and barefoot, and I just wanted to save her.
Damn.
See?
Damn.
We'll see.
All right. Well, that was Jess with the mess. When we come back, we got front page news. Dubai. We talk about the weather. We talk about what's going on this earth, and it just seems like it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
God's
So
sick of us, man.
I know.
we'll explain what's going on with Dubai when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.